Hello, and welcome to today's thoughts video about BTS and airport photos. So essentially, airport photos. Airport photos are photos of BTS and all of the members, or individual photos of the members at the airport. Now, why I'm talking about this in specific is because a lot of BTS members have been traveling recently, and these photos are back on the rise, kind of after COVID lockdown. And now the COVID lockdown is over, the BTS members are traveling a lot, and especially because the group is on group hiatus and they're not releasing things as a group, and a lot of the members are traveling individually. And this kind of uprise in airport photos and airport activity from the members is leading to a lot of people sharing airport photos. Now, today I'm going to talk about why you shouldn't share those photos, even if they're from media, and if they're especially from individuals who go to the airport actually and take those photos. Because what those photos represent is a threat to BTS's safety, essentially. Because when people gather at the airport, they typically gather in large groups to take photos and videos of the BTS members, and they threaten the security of the members security teams, and they threaten the security of other people at the airport because they congregate in very tight spaces in the hallways and other areas, so that way they can get photos and videos of the members or to shout or possibly touch the members. And it's very creepy, very weird, and something that you should not participate in any type of way. There used to be this thing called the Purple Ribbon Project, where armies thought to create purple ribbons or to hold hands and create areas where the members could travel safely. Don't do that. Don't get involved in those types of projects. Those also don't help the members at all. What's best is that we are not there physically at the airport, and we do not consume videos or pictures of the airport, because those pictures and photos, people wanting to go there and there being a demand for those photos and videos, hurts them and harms them. Especially because a lot of Korean media and a lot of sasaengs, which are Korean stalkers, or stalkers specifically for K-pop idols, they specifically they specifically get information that is not public information. They typically get it from some type of info broker and someone who gets information about about the members going on a flight illegally, and they essentially go and they stalk and go to see a member on their private time. And that's not something you should ever do. You should never, ever try to go see a member when they're not at a public event, because that actually harms their safety and it harms their peace of mind as well. Because if you as a person are seeking out them and you're trying to see them when they're on their private time and they're not supposed to be in the public eye, you are actually harming them, because they don't want to be seen, and also you might lead other people who actually do wish to harm them to find them and then harm them. So it's very important not to, if you see a member in public somewhere, to not talk about it online or with anyone. You can talk about maybe your friends in a private group chat setting, but don't talk about it with other people, because people who actually want to harm the members could go to that place where the member is and then harm them. You don't talk to anyone about it, and you don't post photos about it, and you ensure that you keep this blanket of safety around them, because as fans, we have to take on that responsibility to do that and ensure that they are safe wherever they go. Because if we encouraged the type of behavior, like stalker behavior, or any type of other behavior that very much puts them into compromising their safety for personal gratification or some other type of selfish reasoning, then we are directly harming them instead. So it's important to not consume any airport photos, to not contribute to that type of stalker culture. And I'm specifically talking about airport photos too, because not only do these airport photos harm the members, they harm other people who go to the airport, and they stress a lot of the security staff's resources at the airports as well, because the airport is not only trying to protect the members, but they're trying to protect the other people at the airport as well. So it's very important not to do that. And a lot of these people who do, like a lot of individuals who go to the airport to take photos and videos, they may seem like they're fans, but they're not really fans. They're sasaengs. They're stalkers. They're not like they're not like, oh, this is like a mega fan who like is so close to the members and cares so much about them that they're gonna go see them wherever they go. Like, no, that's not how it is at all. This person very much is a stalker who is putting themselves in the way of a member's travel and very much could potentially harm a member through doing that. And it's never okay to actively seek out the members when they are not going to public events where they want us to be there. If they don't want us to be somewhere, we shouldn't go somewhere. The members, the BTS members, have never asked the fandom army to ever go to the airport to see them. They've never said that. Whenever they go travel, they always say, I'll see you in Los Angeles, in Las Vegas, I'll see you in New York. Like, they'll see us when they actually come to the public appearance of a concert or press conference or some other type of event to the destination that they're going to. They've never asked us to see them at the airport. They've never done that. And very much the culture has changed as well. Where airport media photos might have seen kind of quote-unquote okay earlier in BTS' career, like in 2016, 2017 time, as BTS have grown as a group with their fandom, it's very important for us to kind of change our behaviors as a fandom collectively and not encourage any airport photos anymore, because since they are such a popular group now, whenever they go to the airport, it's dangerous to have such a large mass of people trying to get photos and videos of them. And it's really scary too. Like, if you've seen the airport videos and photos, you see the masses of people surrounding them when they are there. And it's absolutely wild to see, because there's just so many people who totally disregard the safety of the members and everyone around them to get photos and videos. And that very much, to the fault of many people, is because there is a demand for them. People want to see those photos, want to see the members going off and such. But the members do not owe us any type of greeting or goodbye at airports. That is very much a travel destination. They're there to travel, to leave the airport and go to another airport and then go to whatever destination they're trying to get to. It's important to not encourage airport photos, and to discourage consuming airport photos, because we don't want to compromise their safety, and we also want to ensure that we are sharing photos that they want to be shared. That's how you respect them as a human being. It's super important to do that, to conserve a person's humanity. They're not objects. They're not toys. They're people, and you should respect that. And it's just super important. And of course, there's always like the individual people who are like, oh, like this person's a super big fan. They go when they see them at the airport and they take pictures and videos of them and they share it, and it's so cool. No, it's not cool. That person is a stalker, a sasaeng, as I said before. And also, in addition to that, a lot of those individual people who go to the airport to take photos and videos of the members, they're in very intense parasocial relationships, or they're in abusive situations in their fan space that is making them feel like they are compelled to go to the airport to do those things. These types of abusive situations in fan spaces are typically run by a person or multiple people who use other people to get what they want. This happens a lot of times in stalker spaces, and a lot of times it's not talked about because people think it's really embarrassing to talk about this. But these abusive situations are where there's a person who is telling other people like, oh, you need to go to like take photos and videos because, or like you're not a true fan, or you're not a real fan, or like they're threatening them in some type of way with like maybe money or power. It's important to remember that you should not encourage airport photos, because there's a lot of underlying issues that essentially harm many people. And airport photos, like, there's something very easy to let go of. There's something easy to fix and to not have in demand anymore. If people no longer consume, no longer post, no more talk about airport photos and when the members are traveling, then that's fine. Like, there's little things like saying have a safe flight. If a member posts about them traveling to their social media, then you can say have a safe flight. And that's it. That's cool. But when there's the media, like, hounding them and taking photos of them and posting them, like, that's not cool. It's never cool to do that. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I just want to say have a safe flight. I want them to know that they're loved and like, we care about them, that they're going to land safely. Yes, that's okay to do that. But when that information about them traveling is involuntarily shared, that's a threat to their safety. That's no longer them having a safe flight. That's them having an unsafe flight where people know their location, know where they're traveling to and such. It's not okay to do that. It's not cute to do that. It's not cute to follow around the members in any type of space ever. Like, just let them exist as human beings. Let them have their humanity. Let them have their personal space and let them exist as people. And also respect things like Big Hit's blacklist. Big Hit Entertainment has a blacklist of fan sites and sasaengs that are never allowed into concert venues and other events for BTS. And if you ever see those people, then you should know that you should not support them because they are blacklisted. Essentially, BTS themselves and their company have said, we don't want to see you. So it's important to remember all of this, and important to remember that we as a fandom need to collectively understand that these airport photos do pose a threat to the members' safety. And as fans, we should not want to support something that does threaten them in that type of way. So yeah, that's this video. That's me talking about airport safety and airport photos. If you get anything out of this video, I really hope you decide to not support them anymore, and know that, like, I for a while did support them because I thought, oh, their airport photos are cool. They're by the media. I would only support those by the media, not by fan sites or sasaengs. But then I slowly realized, like, oh, the media being there too encourages sasaengs to be there as well, and encourages people to consume those photos and want to be there to see the members. So if we stop consuming the airport photos as a whole, then there won't be any people there taking photos of them and they can travel safely. And that's, like, the most important kind of context you have to understand in these situations, that when we aim to change a fan behavior, what we're trying to do is to protect, to conserve, and to encourage good behaviors instead in the fandom. And I think a good behavior would be to always prioritizing the members' safety over our own personal gratification as fans. So yeah, please don't support airport photos from now on. If you still do, I hope you think about it and you have some more thoughtful conversations with other people about the consumption consumption of the airport photos. And as always, please remember to stay thoughtful. Thank you so much for watching this video.